12 conference. One that has a long history of classic finishes. He could be in for another one here today. Welcome, folks, to AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys, right here in Arlington, Texas. As we'll see a top 5 team in this conference, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's a good coverage there. Wideout's now clustered. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. He goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented. It shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. On the run, he'll let it go. He makes the catch. He made the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
It's third down, opening drive of this conference championship game. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's hauled in way downfield. Touchdown, Texas Tech. Great connection there for 6 points. Setting the tone early, Kirk. How about the execution, opening drive of a conference championship game?
Yeah, Chris, I'm with you. Usually it takes you maybe a series or two to just kind of get settled in, especially with all the hype. But not this offense. Got to give them a lot of credit. They were ready to go, and it really showed up on that opening drive.
And the BAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. The kickoff a little too hot to handle. End zone for a touchback. They open the conference championship game with a pass. Looking for the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. And the game just good enough for a first down. Looks like the Bearcats looking to use the up-tempo offense here. They'll run it from the gun. First down, looking for more now. They drag him down after a big game. I'll move all the way to the 38.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Second down after that short completion. And the wideout goes in motion. Second down, we're going to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. Incomplete. Trying to find the receiver there. Just missed him. first down. Makes the catch downfield. And make the tackle, but the offense set up with a first down in the red zone.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of down.
Into the end zone. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Bearcats.
Well, there it is, Chris. One of the most dangerous plays in college football.
Yeah, it's blocked. It's picked up. This is a live ball here. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. After the block PAT, the special teams coach hoping for better execution here on the kickoff. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Texas Tech offense is back out on the field now. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. He's got it in the open. They finally get him down, but a big play for the 46.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
High completion, good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. He gets loose. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back to the shotgun, looking for a receiver. The receiver makes the catch. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line. Because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route. And the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that's so demoralizing for a defense, especially for those star players who don't sub out as much. By the 4th quarter, really starts to wear you out.
And the Red Raiders come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Quarterback keeps the football. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Now give the defense a lot of credit there. They were ready for this option play. Good awareness and containment to be able to force them into this upcoming 3rd down situation.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Looking for 6. And he's got it. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And that's his 2nd touchdown today. This guy's winning every one-on-one matchup this defense provides. Great job by the quarterback putting the ball where his guy can make a play on it, and he's got 2 on the board.
No problem with BAT right down the middle. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. Kicking team makes the recovery, but I think they got there a little early. There is a flag on the field. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? You snap it, quarterback looking to throw the ball. Caught! He's wide open, look out! Tackle is finally made, but the gain is all the way to 24.
Defense in a soft zone coverage, pretty easy for the quarterback to recognize that with the curl route. But how about the receiver? The yards after the catch there help pick up the first down.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Lets it fly to the wide out. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. A little too much on that throw.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
Quick throw to the left. He makes the grab. Force out of bounds, but a nice gain there. And the offense will have a first and goal.
It's a good call against man coverage, but the execution made the play there.
The Bearcats come to the line with first and goal. First and goal, handoff. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
On second and goal, they'll give him another chance. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here and maybe hold them to 3 points.
Defense looking for a stop on third and goal. He's got it right near the end zone. And he can't quite get in. They get him down at the 1-yard line.
That's a good job by this offense getting positive yards here on this third and goal, but now they're facing fourth and goal. Big decision on whether or not to settle for the field goal to at least get some points or roll the dice and try to get this ball into the end zone on fourth down.
And he's in. Touchdown, Bearcats. The offense still out there. They'll set up to go for 2 here, trying to tie the game. From the shotgun, drops back. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Oh, man, that was not a great throw right there. Pass is intercepted on the 2-point try. You have to wonder why they decided to go with that call.
I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. On the hands team all over that to make the recovery.
Chris, I just don't understand the logic here to go for this onside kick so early in the game, but I guess you can appreciate the boldness.
And the Texas Tech offense trots back out onto the field now. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Some confusion on the snap count. A false start cost them 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. He's looking to throw. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Texas Tech.
Well, if you're going to give it to him, he's going to take it. That's his 3rd touchdown today against this defense. Whether they play zone or they play man, he's finding ways to win matchups and get the ball to the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights. You have momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Makes the throw across the middle of the field.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Keeping it on the ground here. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Swarmed with a pass rush. Sack.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs, and also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
He takes it at the 40. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. One more play here in the quarter. Looking to throw it on first down. On the move now. Using his legs here. He's got the first down and more. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Texas Tech has the lead here. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And he drops back in the gun. Bringing pressure. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Good adjustment here by the defensive coordinator. Let's face it, it's been a tough game so far for this defense. They've given up a ton of yards and touchdowns through the air. This time they figured out a way to affect his timing, and they get the pressure to hit him before he can make another play.
Obvious false start there, moving too early. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Second down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Throws to the tight end. He's got it with room to run. They finally make the stop, but a huge gain sets up a first and goal.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Offense racing down the field. It sets up a first and goal inside the 10. Wants to throw it. He escapes the pocket. And he just throws the ball away there and lives to play another down. That's a smart choice on first down.
I think that's a smart play. Goal to go is tricky when you're trying to throw it in there. And if it's not there, throw it away and live for the next down.
Looking to chuck it again. Launching one to the end zone. Oh, he can't hang on. Wow, would have been a touchdown. Got to shake that off now. It's third down coming up.
Boy, he just missed another one, Chris. That would have been touchdown number 4 for this quarterback. Still, what a performance we've seen from this guy today. And he's not done yet.
Great job of the defense so far. It's third and goal from a long way out. The pass rush closing in. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
Makes it look easy. And that will extend their lead even further. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the Cincinnati offense retakes the field now. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. And now the handoff. He's got room to run. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? At the 10 now. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there and boot it away. Turner trying to create good field position. Gets it to the 25-yard line. And that's where they'll start the drive. And the Red Raiders offense is back out on the field now. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Well, not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
He's running out of time here. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Delivers quickly to the left side. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense.
Love to see defensive backs who are able to locate the football and break on the ball and be able to go up and make a clean interception. Great play here.
And here comes the Bearcats offense back out onto the field. The last possession was a one-play touchdown drive on the ground. Let's see if the offensive line can continue to create some big lanes. They finally make the tackle with a huge gain down to the 15.
Boy, this running back is fun to watch, isn't he, Chris? After that run, he's now over the century mark on the day. What an afternoon he's enjoying.
The Bearcats move into the red zone. On 1st down, they'll keep their running game churning. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Going absolutely nowhere with a loss of the play.
This guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time, the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can he keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3?
I don't mind this aggressive approach here by the offensive coordinator, taking a shot downfield on 3rd down. Now you can either kick the field goal or still have a chance to go for it.
So now on comes the field goal unit. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. They'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Texas Tech offense is back out on the field now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. Looking deep to the right side. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Way too much speed in that play.
this in college football. You have to get the right guy in that slot. They can win the one-on-one matchups. You take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
Now the all-important extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And here comes the Cincinnati offense back out on the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Then they find the end zone this time out. Quick throw, testing the middle. And the catch is made off the carom. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Chris, did they catch a break here? That ball is deflected. Zone coverage, eyes on the ball. They get their hands on it, but the offense doing a good job to somehow come down with that for a completion.
That completion makes it second and short. And he'll set up to throw. Receiver makes the grab. He make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Ball handed off. Breaks loose at the 40. They make the stop at the 34, but suddenly this offense is in scoring position now. 1st down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, it's play action. Moves out of the pocket. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And the Bearcats are moving quickly down the field.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to...
Heading for the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bearcats.
Chris, he broke free from the line of scrimmage. I thought he might have a 10 or 15-yard gain, but he shows you the speed that he has to take it all the way to the house.
PHC is good and still trail, though. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. He stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half. Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to throw here. Defense is coming after him. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football and brings up a third down.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dream about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
Looking to make a big play downfield. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
And just like that, Chris, all of a sudden the offensive coordinator and the quarterback, they changed their approach. That's a big play. So instead of just maybe trying to get into field goal range, now they're really thinking they got a shot to maybe get the ball in the end zone.
The Red Raiders lining up here on 1st and 10. And the back gets the football. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Quick throw over the middle. Catch made down near the 10, and he's still going. Tackle made at the 13, but here we go, a red zone opportunity.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Oh, he fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Handoff here from the shotgun. Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here.
But I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
We go with a direct snap. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texas Tech.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
Extra point puts him up 9 now. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Pressure is coming. He'll throw in now. Oh, and he can't quite hold on. Chance for the big fella to come up with a takeaway there. Sets up a 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid a tough 3rd and long situation. Running out of time in the pocket. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
Great job here by the defense. 3rd down and long. You drop back in coverage, keep everything in front of you, force that quarterback to have to check the ball down, and then you rally to the football to force his 4th down. Great job here by the D.
Looks like the Bearcats will send the punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. No chance for a return. That football bounces away from the returner and heads out of bounds. Looks like one more play here before halftime. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Taking a deep shot here to the right. The pass is intercepted. Look out, he's in the clear. And he'll be brought down as time runs out here in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Red Raiders will kick it off to begin the second half. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Cincinnati offense retakes the field now. The passing game effective in the first half. Let's see if they keep it going or if the defense has made adjustments trying to protect the lead here. They start the drive with a good throw to the right. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here, they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. Right flat's open. The quarterback makes the right throw. And look at these yards.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble. He's going to put it. Football comes out. It bounces past the sideline, out of bounds. They avoid the turnover there.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
He looks left and finds his target there. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Boy, nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
Catch made on the right side. And they'll get him down that time.
We're in the age of the mobile quarterback, and you saw it right there. The ability to scramble out of the pocket, extend the play, and make passes like that is invaluable to the offense.
On the move now. Fires it on the move. Oh, what a grab! Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
The Bearcats getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Going for the touchdown here. And it'll be broken up in the end zone. That's a great play.
The receiver looked a little bit sloppy getting out of that break slow and forced the quarterback to be late with the ball, and it made it easy for the defender to break on the pass.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Catch made on the left side. Defense makes the recovery a turnover.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
Texas Tech offense trots back out onto the field now. And we're going to throw now on 1st down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
We finally see a change-up from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. There's contact on the throw. Oh, he misfires again. 3 in a row.
See what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And here comes the Bearcats offense back out onto the field. They got into plus territory last time, but the drive ended on a fumble. They got to shake that off immediately.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Same tailback, another carry. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Finds room at the 30. Powering through the defender. Touchdown, Bearcats! He would not be denied. They couldn't get him to the ground. That's another touchdown, an old-school performance from this running back in a conference championship game.
Yeah, as big as it gets, conference championship on the line, he decides to have his best game of the season in this game with everybody watching. What a game.
Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And he safely makes the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Quarterback making some changes at the line. First down, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. That play moves the ball across midfield, and he set it for the first down at the 41.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Receiver makes the catch. Excellent catch and run by the sophomore.
You talk about a dream football game at the college level. This guy's now over 400 yards passing today.
The Red Raiders are going to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looking to throw it on first down. They'll try a pass here. It's a fumble behind the line. The defense scoops it up. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. Past the 20. Touchdown, Bearcats. Distance, defensive touchdown. Wow.
Oh, my gosh. That looked like a great play. The receiver just drops the football. He clearly made the catch. The ball's on the ground, and how about the defense? Instead of just bouncing on it, they had the presence of mind to pick it up and go the other way for a touchdown.
So it turns out that was a smart move by the head coach using the challenge. The officials overturned the previous ruling on that play. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He's got it near the end zone. He will score. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
This guy's starting to prove that he is a mismatch for this defense. Second touchdown of the day, and a great job by the coordinator continuing to find unique ways to get this guy on one-on-one opportunities for touchdowns.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
36.
And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Cincinnati offense back out on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Tackle made at the 37. It's a solid gain. The Bearcats come up to the line to crank the tempo up here.
Where these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit, and here they go with the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
Someone on the line there moved a bit early. Offense gets a 5-yard penalty. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Penalty makes it first and long. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. And it falls incomplete. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Nice throw, caught for a completion. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Lets it go quickly. Makes the catch downfield. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in this second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Here the defense was committed to stop the run. And in an RPO, that's a dangerous thing to do. The quarterback sensed that, just pulled the ball out, got it out to the right flat for some good yards.
Quick throw, that's an RPO caught on the left side. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Here's the second down play. QB decides to keep it here. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit, they didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
On third and short, they hand the ball off. And they'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
The Bearcats will come to the line, looking to keep the drive going on fourth down. Quick throw to his receiver. He's got it, enough for a first down. Tackle at the 5-yard line. Now it's first and goal right there.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. On second and goal, they hand it to him again. Touchdown, Cincinnati. This offense cannot be stopped. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution on that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he's talking about the 23. That's solid coverage. And one final play before the end of the quarter. Takes the handoff and he'll head left. Brought down after a short gain. Now it's 4 fingers in the air. Get ready for the fourth coming up. Well, Kirk, Texas Tech has the lead here. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game sets before we move on. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Offense looking to throw the ball. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Boy, nice job here by the receiver to be able to pick up this first down. I guess the only thing he could have done better was stay in bounds. You got to stay in bounds to be able to keep that clock moving with the lead.
As the first down is still going. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down of the 47.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
He goes nowhere. Stop throw behind the line of scrimmage.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
Second down play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Bringing pressure. Looking deep to the right side. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag. Brings up third down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
What will the call be on third and long now from the 44? Out of the gun now on third down. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete again. Fourth down coming up.
I think anybody can understand trying to get this guy the ball. You want to trust your playmakers, but you can't expect him to beat double coverage like that every single time. It's too risky, and you're asking just too much from one guy.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. See if he can make something happen with the return. And the returner is brought down. And the Cincinnati offense retakes the field now. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. It's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Christian, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Short return to get the tackle at 25, but what a play for this defense.
Well, they're rewarded for going to this nickel package, getting more awareness on the field with that fifth defensive back, and a nice job of coming up with this interception.
The offense starts with excellent field position. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Looks to the left, pass caught. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Looking to pass here on second down. Gets rid of it on the move. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Touchdown, Texas Tech. A great catch and run for 6. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Curry.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Bearcats offense back out onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Yeah, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. He escapes the pocket. And this time it's complete. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. You're down by a couple possessions. Yeah, completion is good, but truly the two most important things, getting the ball downfield to your receivers and making sure they're working to get out of bounds to preserve that clock, to be able to get a score, get the ball back, and have a chance to win this game.
It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Broken tackle still going. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. Looks like the Bearcats will come to the line to crank up the tempo. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. Second down play coming up for this offense. Back in motion now. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking for the wide out. What a catch! Tackle made after a big gain all the way to the 36. The Bearcats look to keep this drive moving.
And there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a first down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
He's brought down, but what a pickup on the ground.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that.
Touchdown, Bearcats. Great catch when they desperately needed it. This will be fun. Strange things happen when the conference championship trophy is on the line. One possession game, fourth quarter. Who's going to step up?
So here's the deal. Your defense just gave up a touchdown. Now all of a sudden we got a game. What will your offense do to be able to secure a victory? You want to win a championship? Go out and earn it.
Gets off a squib. Returner lost the ball. And the defense comes up with the football.
Another example of taking care of the football and how big of a deal this is. Usually it's running backs in practice that are working overtime on ball security. But after this, next week, this returner might be in those drills too. Can't be trusted to return it when you can't hold on to the football.
He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
The final 2 minutes here. This defense trying to hang on. The offense trying to make a play to win it. Here we go. Conference championship game comes down to this. The offense got to make a play here with time winding down. They'll run it to the right side. Muscles past the defender. And they stop him at the 4 for the excellent run.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
First and goal. Any points will give them the lead here in the fourth quarter. And now the running back's got it again. And they've got him back there for a loss of 8. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. When they run the ISO play, but the interior O-line just overwhelmed that time.
Yeah, give the defensive line all the credit in the world because they just manhandled this offensive line. They won the line of scrimmage. It's a very simple play. You should be able to, at the very least, get some positive yards here, but not when you lose the battle up front.
And he's brought down there. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment for this important play. Moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. And the defense is going to win this game, crushing any chance of a comeback. Now they can secure the W by just kneeling down.
I get wanting to be aggressive, but down late in the game like this, that's a throw you just can't make. And now, they're probably not going to get the ball back. This could end up costing them the game.
Grinding away on the ground. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Less than 2 minutes from a conference championship. Can they keep the football and secure the win? Running with purpose. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get it down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Closing in on a conference championship, this offense trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a 4th down.
What a hit there on 3rd down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big 4th down play.
The Red Raiders will line up to punt it away. Looking to flip the field here. Gets the kick away from his own end zone. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. Here comes the first play of the drive now from the 44. First down. They're going to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch near the sideline and keeps the foot in bounds. That's enough for a first down.
Well, Chris, just like this in the 4th quarter, you're working this 2-minute drill. It's a one-possession game. Every single time you can get first downs and out of bounds. That's exactly what you do to want to move the ball down the field and eventually
he'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack at a crucial moment. The conference championship is at stake. Can the offense step up here in the final minutes? 2nd down, we're going to throw it. It's a quick grab. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Here we go. Conference championship game comes down to this. The offense got to make a play here with time winding down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, well, you really allow this defense to dictate things. It allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Quick throw to the left side. Oh, he makes the catch. They get him to the ground. It's first down now at the 28. First down here for this offense. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. What an amazing run these guys have had. And now they can call themselves champions of the Big 12 and become a piece of the history of that great conference. And now with the